How to learn Russian language, which all applications can be really useful in learning Russian language, which all YouTube channels can be useful in learning the theoretical or grammatical part of the Russian language. Personally, I'm not the person who can study from books or at university. It does not really helps me. So I was like basically using all the free content available on YouTube. How to get yourself enough exposure, how to get yourself enough stimulus, you can say, to your brain, so that your instinctive reply is in Russian language. I basically learned Russian within a span of 5 to 6 months. I already finished pathology, Sparshgupta, PT Mam, Pathoma, so it was really a bigger hassle than pharmacology, and then we have another small subjects that we have in MBBS abroad. So it was really difficult, and I was forced to be extra productive while learning language so that I don't have to give enough time there but get good results. This is the framework that I personally followed to learn Russian language, and it really helped me. And I decided to divide it into 3 steps: step 1, step 2, step 3. And after step 3, you're gonna reach intermediate level of fluency for sure, just so that you guys understand. Intermediate is really good. You cannot be fluent because यहाँ पे जो भी आता है उनका main focus is not learning Russian. The main focus is studying. Russian is a subsidiary part. If you learn Russian, your stay for the tenure of 6 years will be really good. Your working in hospital will be really good. So that's why Russian is a very useful tool for foreigners. Hello everyone, I'm SAKSHAM, a 5th year medical student in Russia. So come on, let's start today's video. What is step 1? Let's start with step 1. Just imagine, तुम लोग अभी just आए हो या फिर you're already here, but you did not give enough time for Russian. So where to start? The main thing is give yourself enough pool of words and enough phrases so that you can play along with them. Of course, if you don't even know words, if you don't even know basic phrases, there's no way you can start your Russian journey. So the step 1 is give yourself enough pool, enough exposure, enough memorize, in short, or I would say memorize enough words so that you have something which you can make sentences of. So that's it. So how to start this one? Of course, if you are using translator, so I would suggest just replace the translator from, if you're using Google, just replace the translator to Yandex translator, because it's a Russian application, and you can use this translator in day-to-day life, every day. If you're going somewhere out, if you want to explain someone something, just use that translator. And what to do? Just save those translations and make it into a playlist, and you can use techniques like spaced repetition to just memorize. Don't do anything, don't focus on grammar, don't do anything, just memorize for at least 3 to 4 weeks. Just keep on cramping on all those phrases, words, so that they just get stuck in your brain. Let's not even focus on accent right now, just focus on memorizing as many words as you can. And the second, I actually wrote so that nobody would know. And another application is Blarma. This application is really useful. It uses spaced repetition techniques so that you can learn words. And in this application, you can select what you want to focus on. Maybe for 1 week, you are just learning verbs. Then another week, you can just select nouns. So you can select 5 words. मैं 5 words कर सकता हूँ, क्योंकि 5 daily, if you memorize 5 words, it's really, really good, because you can do 10, you can do 15, or you can do even 20 in this application, but it won't be useful because over a period of 2 weeks, you'll feel like, I know this word, but I cannot memorize it, or what does it mean? So stay consistent and stay steady, with 5 words. You can just stay consistent with 5 words for a longer period of time. Okay, maybe I'll make another separate video for this, explaining all the process of this step 1 alone. But this was the whole step 1. Get yourself enough word of pool. Because, trust me, if you know already 2,000 words in Russian, I know it's a really big deal, but if you know 2,000 words, I'm damn sure your Russian must not be really bad. Because if you know so many words, you somehow figure it out how to use in sentences. So come on, that was step 1. Let's start with step 2. Trust me, आप 2-3 महीने ये सारी चीजें करोगे जो मैंने बोला, Yandex translator or Blarma, you can basically develop a lot of words. but your Russian will be bad. Still, your Russian will be really bad. Yes, people around you will think, yeah, you speak Russian, you know phrases, you know words, but you yourself deep down know that you don't know how to put them into sentences. Many times, another native Russian will not understand what you're saying, and many times you won't understand because you have memorized specific answers, specific phrases, but there are a lot of ways you can reformulate specific phrases, so it will be really difficult to understand if they reformulate that phrase and say. So in this part, you from this step onward, you need to start focusing on Russian grammar as well, and don't stop that step one. Step one is the continuous process. You have to do it all the time, and then you have to start this Russian grammar. So personally, I'm not the person who can study from books or at university. It does not really helps me. So I was like basically using all the free content available on YouTube. So I basically searched for all. I watched pretty much all the free content, and from there I'll suggest you 3 channels which really helped me. So the first channel was Be Fluent in Russian. This guy, I love him. He explains all the useful, all the main grammatical part, theoretical part of Russian in such small videos, maybe 6 minutes, 7 minutes, and he's very crisp, point to point. No bullshit. He will not, overwhelm, not tell you a lot of things about that topic so that you in your head yourself get confused. It will be really point to point so that it will be useful for you to memorize it and reach the level of intermediate level, basically. Because वो इतना deep में नहीं बनाता है, but जितनी वो videos बनाता है, if you remember all of them too, it will be really good and it will be really helpful. And for this part, Be Fluent in Russian का एक वो भी होता है. This is like 2 times in a year. He make camps in January and in June, as much as I remember. इसी period के time pass में, and he makes 8-week camp. मैंने वो join किया था. First, मैंने वो actually 2 बार join किया था. So if some of you guys are watching and they really want to start this journey और उनको लगता है कि वो camp useful होगा, so go join that camp. 8-week camp होता है, पर उसमें focus on just learning as much as you can, of course, and choose the cheapest option. There are many plans. Okay, ये वीडियो बहुत लंबी हो जाएगी. About this step 2, about this plan, Telegram channel, and many notes that I have from that specific group I joined. I will make another video for this. Otherwise, ये 20-25 minute की वीडियो हो जाएगी. And when you'll be done with this basic grammar from this guy, and of course, at some point you'll feel that you don't understand any topic completely. Maybe, for example, prefix is really difficult to understand. Prefixes, maybe in verbs, imperfective, perfective, how to convert from perfective to imperfective. I understand. वो समझने में बहुत time लगता है, and you need someone to teach you in detail. So each and every word explain you, maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes, explain you that same topic. So for that, just go with Russian with Nastya, because she's really good. She's very consistent, I would say. She makes a lot of videos. Basically, she makes video every day. So आपको कभी ऐसा नहीं होगा कि you don't have a place from where you can study, and it's all for free of cost. So it's really useful because she explains single topic in very detailing, depth. It's like she will take, maybe she's even way too slower, but sometimes, of course, if you don't understand any topic, समझ ही नहीं आ रहा है, so you need that kind of a person who can just explain each and everything about that topic, that somehow you understand it. So it will be really useful about Russian with Nastya. And the third is like, if you already know Russian, and of course, अगर हमको English में कोई word का meaning नहीं पता होता है, we go to Google and we search in English and we read about it in English. It's not like कि हम उसको हिंदी में पढ़ते हैं. For example, what can I say? Maybe gaslighting. बहुत सारे लोगों को gaslighting का मतलब नहीं पता होगा. So आप क्या करोगे? आप जाओगे, ये थोड़ी लिखोगे gaslighting का मतलब हिंदी में क्या होता है. You'll just search what does gaslighting mean, and you will read about that in English as itself. So after doing these steps, when your Russian will be really, you will understand basic part of Russian, then I would suggest start with the channel A Ruskam Po-Ruski. She's wonderful because she explains everything about Russian language in basic Russian language itself. See, it's only useful when you have basic knowledge and you understand what another person is saying. Not completely, if you even understand more than 60%, it's really good. But why I suggested this channel is because she explains everything in Russian, and her pronunciation, her speech is really good. So it will not be really difficult for you to understand, and listening to Russian all the time will for sure help you in developing that muscle memory I was talking about. So that was the second step. These three were really useful on these three channels. There are a lot of different channels too. I have watched pretty much all of them, but these three were the most helpful in longer period of time for me. So you can give it a shot. And let's start. Let's talk about the step third of this framework. आपने ये कर लिया. आपने basically पहले words सीखना शुरू किया.